Welcome back, everybody, to Overwatch Seasons Season 4. This is the Swiss round. I believe this is round 5 or 6, something like that. But we are really in the thick of it here as we have a wonderful matchup today. Monke versus Goose Gang. Monke coming off a massive win last week, and Goose Gang looking to dominate the competition. I am here with a new caster for me. I've never casted with them, but I'm here with Tonks. So welcome, Tonks.
Thank you. Hello, hello.
Very much looking forward for the triple header here with Tonks and myself today. But Monke and Goose Gang, I think that I have a little bit of a prediction here, and my prediction is that Goose Gang is going to absolutely roll here. They're coming in with a hell of a roster, and Monke is really going to be on uphill battle here, as we're going to go to Suravasa first map. As we know, we are doing Flashpoint first, then push, and then if it needs to be a map 3 banger, we'll send it to Control. So if I'm looking for anything in specific here, it's for Monke to be competitive and just use their strengths, because you're going against like a team from like Goose Gang. You're expecting them to be running meta, running that Junker Queen, running the Zarya, but Monke has a little bit more flexibility. I know Teko on that Widowmaker can be absolutely devastating, but is there anything in particular that you're hoping to see here, Tonks?
Nothing in particular, but I am a fan of cheering for the opposite of my casters. I'm gonna be cheering on Monke this round.
Okay. All right. Well, a little bit of division within the house as we head into Suravasa here. Map number 1 of our triple header today. I almost forgot to mention, Tonks and I are going to be around for quite a bit today, so you better get used to our voice
everyone's
here.
Stuck with us.
As we see the cheeky little peaks, I highly doubt we will be seeing a Roadhog here from Yoaz, but if we do, golly gosh. It would be very, very interesting to see here. Now, what are your thoughts on Flashpoint as a game mode?
I love it in like a scrim setting and in a more organized setting. I hate it in my comp games because people still have not figured out how to fully play it yet, at least in my experience. But
hold on. We might have a little bit of a change here, seeing that Goose Gang is actually supposed to be the home team due to the fact that they are the higher seed, and they're going to change us over to New Junk. So, the same question again, New Junk. As we've talked about them, Flashpoint specifically as a game mode, but how about the maps themselves? I actually find myself enjoying them quite a bit.
I think they're absolutely beautiful maps, and I though I get lost a lot still and don't know the fastest paths, I very much enjoy them. I'm also very biased towards TP Brawl being very fun on it, so I'm hoping to see some TP Brawl.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know that my teams that I am involved with love that Reinhardt Symmetra combination. I mean, there's just so many things you can do with the Symmetra teleport.
No, there's so much you can do, and it's so much fun to play, even though it puts me in Lucio jail with my teams.
Exactly, but and then you add the combination of a Baptiste in there, and you're offering just so much outward damage and a lot of flank opportunity, especially something that really thrives within that composition. So I'll be really excited to see if we see that here on the side of Goose Gang. I think that would be a really fun composition to watch, as I do believe that Hee Boink is the tank for Goose Gang, so I can't imagine he won't go Reinhardt at least once.
Oh no, absolutely. I love seeing some Ryan v Ryan, so I'm hoping for it.
Absolutely. Yoaz does have a pretty good Reinhardt. We saw that on Coliseum last round. I believe that was on Thursday. I got the pleasure of seeing Yoaz have a really dominant performance on Reinhardt and bring back the push map from a deficit. So perhaps we will get to see that matchup here as we are heading in to New Junk City. This is gonna be a good one, folks, as Monke is gonna try and take down the Goliath that is Goose Gang, as this first point waits to unlock. And the thing that I love about this map, it's just so energetic. It feels so alive.
It really does. The attention to detail by like the designers at Blizzard are absolutely amazing. I very much enjoy it.
Yes, very much so, as we will see the first compositions. Like I said, expecting that Junker Queen pick on the side of Goose Gang. If Yoaz stays Roadhog, they must be cooking something, I guess.
We love a bit of cooking, if he stays.
If he stays. I'm hoping that this is just a funny little prank.
There we go. There we go.
Makes more sense. Now, I will notice that Teko on the Hanzo, not something that we see every day. Usually that spot is replaced by a Genji. But hopefully it'll be able to work in their advantage as we head into New Junk City. Map 1. The teams are approaching from the sides here. I really like that we are seeing a lot of different stuff. It's not just a mirror matchup, as it looks like Monkey's going to take a little bit of a better positioning here. Goose Gang getting there a little bit late. Oh my gosh! Caladry taking out FY early. That is a detrimental loss on the side of Goose Gang. And Monkey is just going to walk with that as they head in here to this little room. And Goose Gang is going to respect that and give them the space.
Absolutely. What a clean pick off the start there.
Yeah, I mean, and especially onto the Kiriko. Really the anchor point of that support line, because that Lucio is really not going to be able to give you the healing that you need as they are ready to set back up here. A little bit of situational damage here happening on both sides. Tekko takes out the tank. Another huge one. Tekko, that's 2 for him onto Itaz. I mean, they just seem unstoppable right now. Caladry's getting another one. Yoaz onto FY. I mean, that was just a clean team fight as Monkey looking confident as ever. Hush my mouth about the Goliath that is Goose Gang. Monkey says they are here to play.
Absolutely. I honestly really like the Hanzo pick because there's a lot of off-angle potentials on this map.
Absolutely, and we'll see Game Ruler switch over to the Reaper, trying to find an answer for the absolute devastation that is this Monkey lineup. As they're going to take this early. Tekko takes out Game Ruler. What a game Tekko is having, and we haven't even finished the first point on Flashpoint. They're going to walk with this. The team's trying to go. Caladry into that turret formation in this small room can be so dangerous, as Goose Gang is going to give up this first point to Monkey. They will go up 1-0.
Absolutely dominant there. That was amazing. Holy crap.
Was, and this next point looks like it's going to be in favor of Monkey, as we are going to rotate around. They'll take good position onto the point, and Goose Gang going to try and take a little bit of a flank here. Bubble already used from Hehe. That's not good. There comes the window. We'll see what they're able to do with this. Goose Gang giving wonderful space here, respecting that. Tekko gonna pop the dragons. And they're able to split off the Sojourn, but it looks like they won't be able to find a pick as they're going to rotate back around. Goose Gang back onto point. Here comes the response window by FY, but Tekko takes out Hehe, and that's your tank down. Tekko, it's as John Smith onto Yoaz, takes out the tank on the other side. John Smith onto Neg. Hold on, folks. We have an even match. John Smith with 3. Huge performance there from John Smith, able to save this from what looked like a certain point cap for Monkey.
Oh my goodness. There was a very even ult fight as well, so it was really good.
Absolutely, and you look at the ult banks here. The gravitational pull from Yoaz at 90% here. I mean, and that is fight winning. That is a fight winning ult, especially when you combine it with something like the artillery strike from Caladry. But if Itaz can get that beat up soon enough, they might be able to survive it, as it looks like Monkey almost flipped the point there. Goose Gang giving a lot of space. Here comes the grab and the artillery strike. No ult to be had. That gets 2. Both the DPS down on the side of Goose Gang, and Monkey's going to be able to flip this point. F-Tox taking out Tekko as a little parting gift, but Caladry is going to take him out right back. And there goes the last of them. I mean, you really can't ask for a better combination of ults right there. The gravitational pull, just, pulling everyone into that little space, and they were able to take out the Emort field. And with Itaz not having that ult just quite yet, I mean, that's a deadly combination.
Oh, absolutely.
Hopping in here, Goose Gang gonna try and take this point back. They're up in percentage for about the next 1 second as Monkey takes it here. Game Ruler getting extremely low here. Oh my gosh, massive damage coming in from the side of Goose Gang onto Monkey. Here comes the grab from Hehe. Nice beat from the Stink. We'll see if this is enough to heal them though, as John Smith takes out Caladry. Itaz onto Tekko. It looks like Goose Gang might have this one. Neg using the wall. Wow, they'll pick up Hehe Boink as a little bit of a parting gift, but it will not be enough, and I really don't know if I agree with that wall there from Neg.
No, the window there was a little bit questionable, but I understand hoping you can win it.
Absolutely, but we got to think, when you've already expended that beat drop and you have 2 people down, it's not looking the best, and you could possibly save that for a possible retake, especially with having 89% here as Goose Gang gets back, but Monkey meets them right away. We're going to have a big fight here as these percentages inch closer and closer. Here comes the ult from Game Ruler. Doesn't catch anyone. Tekko takes him out instead. Impressive stuff there from Tekko. Here comes the Dragons. We head into overtime on the side of Goose Gang. Itaz getting dangerously low here. Monkey trying to find an another pick and hold this. Hee point gets very, very low, though. They're going to have to respect that. John Smith with the ult takes out the stink. Huge kill. Here comes the overclock. Kalajai trying to do something with his turret form, but he gets taken out by John Smith. Hee takes out Teko. Yoaz able to take out John Smith, but in the end, it's really not going to matter, as it is just the Zarya and the Lucio on point, and we head to 1-1 on Flashpoint as Goose Gang wins that.
Absolutely. Monke does have the ult advantage going into this next fight, though.
Yes, they will. I mean, pretty big ult bank as you look at the Baptiste wall, the grab, and the artillery strike, hoping that they can pull off another great combo from Yoaz and Kalajai, especially with Itzaz not having that beat, and they know that. They had to use that beat last fight, or 2 fights ago, pardon me, as we're gonna have an interesting fight here. That high ground really getting beaten up over there on the side of Goose Gang. John Smith having to get down as Monke is going to take this high ground, as they're going to give up point here. Kalajai moving into turret form. Teko gets dangerously low, still very low. He's completely separated from his team. There's no one to heal him. He is at 1 health right now. Oh, massive grab here, but they have to take out the Emort. Oh, the Stink takes out Game Ruler, though. That is a big pick here. Oh, John Smith takes it right back to Teko. FY getting dangerously low. Neg, it's as this is back and forth, back and forth. What is going to be the outcome here, as it looks like Monke has the advantage, as Hee Boink has to back up and respect that space. Goose Gang, though, taking 45% off of the point, a respectable amount, as Monke will flip it back.
We're swapping onto the Soldier now off of the Hanzo on Monke's side.
Absolutely, Teko onto the Sojourn, and I have had the pleasure of seeing Teko play the Sojourn before, and let me just say, this is something that you're going to have to respect if you are Goose Gang, as they're going to attempt to take this high ground, possibly a little bit of a flank here. You see Game Ruler trying to scout out the competition, see where they are. Monke playing extremely far back on that back right side of point, giving them a lot of space, but I have a feeling that is going to be a little bit of a kite here, as Neg with that wall, here it comes. Oh, but a very nice grab there in response. No picks yet. Ult's going back and forth. The beats are traded. Here comes the overclock from John Smith. We saw him go off with the last one. A 3K. Yoaz able to take out FY, though. He boink onto Kalajai. John Smith onto the Stink. It's back and forth again. We'll see who comes out on top. Goose Gang able to get the flip, as it is just Yoaz on point. They're going to be able to clean him up, and that is a fight win for Goose Gang. And not only do they win the fight, but they're able to flip the point in the middle of it. So they're just snagging a little bit of extra percentage.
Absolutely. I love how back and forth this map can be, or like this map type.
Absolutely. I mean, it offers for some really exciting high-paced gameplay. So
absolutely.
And these teams are providing us with plenty as we are going, like I said, in these team fights, just back and forth with these picks, as Goose Gang approaching overtime here, but they're gonna, looks like they might give up the flip. They don't. They're gonna touch back as we head into overtime here. Not a lot of ults on either side. Game Ruler, the only one who really has one. Teko, how did that happen?
I watched that. Teko just slid off the map.
That is very, very unfortunate for Monke here, as now you're going into a 5v4. Make that a 5v3, as it looks like Goose Gang is just going to clean up here, and then just a really bad technical mistake there from Teko. That is unfortunate. You put your team at a very, very high disadvantage, especially in overtime.
Oh, absolutely. It looked like Teko was going for a health pack and just slid a little too far.
Yep, and you know, sometimes that happens with Sojourn, and that ability being a blessing and a curse. If you know how to control it, it can be absolutely monumental, but in some cases, you just misplay it, and it looks like that's what happened here, as we will head on to this third point. Goose Gang at map point. A big early fight here coming in from both of these teams, that they arrive relatively at the same time. Lots of ults being pressed here. Here comes the combination. We'll see if they're able to get any kills from it. No kills. Here comes a massive,
oh my goodness,
from Game Ruler, catching 3. A very clean ult there from Game Ruler. Very good recognition of the Baptiste lamp being used already, and having essentially a free Death Blossom with the Stink, not having that beat drop yet, and they're going to take early control of this point. Now, again, the thing about Flashpoint, this point goes much faster than normal control, so it offers less team fights. You can about have a massive grab there, and they're able to take them out just like that with one ult. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
The grab is all they needed there. No more ults needed. You have John Smith and Itzaz with some ults coming up, and not much on the side of Monke, just both support ults, and I feel as if they are easily counterable, because you got to think that the Stink is going to have to use that beat in response. You cannot use that as a fight initiation tool here, especially with this percentage creeping up. This is last fight territory. Oh, and it looks like yeah, there is the counter, and here comes the ult from John Smith, hoping to do something with it, and Monke getting very low. There goes Caladry, there goes the Stink, and you have to read the writing on the wall here as Goose Gang comes back after losing that first point, and they're gonna win the first map.
Absolutely. The first map, or like the first point, was absolutely so dominated by Monke. Goose Gang did a really good job of turning that around.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think that they recognize this domination on that first point, and here comes that massive ult from Caladry. A very, very nice play there. Some great communication on the side of Monke, but in the end, it doesn't really matter as Goose Gang's going to come out 3-1 on Flashpoint, and we're headed up to Push next. So here's the thing about Push is that you cannot afford to give away early domination, because if that bot gets too out of hand, it just becomes an absolute mountain to climb back. So you have to hope that they're able to recognize what they did wrong and come back and just finish this off. And if you're Monke, you're thinking, hey, we were able to be in that fight pretty well there, so why not change it up a little bit, as we're going to see Kingpin come in for Yoaz on the tank side for Monke.
No, absolutely. I find that Push can be very one-sided depending on how the first fight goes, but honestly with these two teams, they seem really well matched, so I'm interested to see how back and forth this will be.
Yeah, I'm very much hoping Push can be just as exciting as Flashpoint, if not more, especially with the comeback stories. But Monke had a very dominant performance on Push in their last matchup, so hopefully they can recreate that in some aspect here today. Definitely looking forward to that, as we are just waiting for Monke to decide what map they want. All three maps are available. What map are you? Oh, never mind. They're going to go New Queen Street, something we have not commonly seen in this tournament.
I'm a little biased towards New Queen Street as a Canadian myself, but
Hey, no judgment there, but I'll tell you right now, some other people might, as this is the second time I have seen this, and I believe I have been on for about 15 matches now, so 2 out of 15 is not a lot, and my fellow casters can tell you the same. I believe this might be the third time this has been picked.
I feel like New Queen Street is a bit underrated. I feel like everyone loves Esperanza and everyone hates Coliseo, and New Queen Street's very like in the middle for most people, so no one ever defaults to it.
Well, the thing is that in this meta, New Queens just doesn't really fit it. You know, you have the Junker Queen, you have the Zarya, and Esperanza and Coliseo are just arguably better for those compositions. So it looks like Monke is gonna try and take Goose Gang a little bit out of their comfort range here, as we see some interesting things possibly going for this Reinhardt composition. At least that's what they're peaking here. Kingpin on that Reinhardt. Like we said, we would love to see a little Rein battle here.
Absolutely. I love me some good old-fashioned brawl.
Yeah, we'll see if we get it from both sides here, as we are simply waiting. I mean, like I said, I have no gripes against New Queens, but the teams just don't really seem to be picking it here. So, like I said, I do believe that comes down to a compositional advantage that Coliseo and Esperanza brings. So it is definitely an interesting story throughout the tournament. As we continue on here, we will see what they're running. And yes, it looks like Monke is going to be offering us that brawl style. Kingpin on the Reinhardt, Caladry on the Symmetra, and Teko on the Bastion.
Absolutely.
Yep,
I know Hiki Bonk was an off tank in Overwatch 1 as well, so I know his Zarya is very solid, and Zarya is very good right now.
Absolutely, a little bit of a technical pause here on the side of Monke. But as we wait here, I mean, we can really just appreciate the change from the usual composition onto this Reinhardt, and I will say that Reinhardt on this map is pretty good. I play it myself. I've seen many teams play it, but we'll see if they are able to bring it back here against Goose Gang. I mean, I feel like they have a really strong composition here. I would like to see Game Ruler do a little bit more, though, on this Reaper, or perhaps a different hero. I know that he had the very big Death Blossom there on the 4th point on Flashpoint, but, just a little bit more. I feel like I haven't been seeing his name that much in the kill feed. John Smith doing very, very well for them, however, on the opposite side of that DPS duo.
No, absolutely. A Reaper can be very, very, oppressive in that comp if you're communicating your entries and getting bubbled in time.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Like you said, utilizing those bubbles, you can really do some damage as Reaper, be even more aggressive than the hero usually is. So it is one of those things that perhaps they need to work on a little bit, that communication. But we're going to be heading in here in just a moment. The teams will meet in the center, and we are headed in to map 2. A little bit of a speed advantage here on the side of Monke, as they do have that teleport and the Lucio, so you can imagine that they might get there faster, but it doesn't look like they actually utilize the teleport, as both teams are going to meet on this high ground. But Goose Gang getting there just a little bit faster, forcing Monke to play inside of the Lafroa Estiputine, one of my favorite little areas here. He boy takes out Tecco early. That's going to be massive. Apologies, we're back. Gamer Rule takes out the Stink, takes out Calidrize here. He must have heard me on stream, as he picks up 2 there. And Goose Gang takes that fight very, very swiftly, and they're going to take control of this bot and push up a little bit, as we see Hee Boink and John Smith trying to get a little bit of poke damage as Monke respawns here.
Very intrigued as to why there was no TPO to spawn there, but...
Yeah, I mean, it almost seems like they're doing themselves a disservice by not getting there earlier, but they're going to try and take this main area as the bot just keeps on pushing forward. There goes the teleport on to John Smith. Not able to find a pick there, though. However, both bubbles utilized from Hee Boink. There comes the... Oh, John Smith is really in there. He's going to get dangerously low. Another bubble goes out, though. There's the teleporter onto point, destroyed. Seems like a little bit of fake there on the side of Monke. This bot might get to forward spawn here if Monke's not careful. Here comes the contest. And we have a little bit of a brawl here on the point. Tecco, oh, there you go. Monke coming back, picking up Tecco. Actually picking up 3. Very impressive stuff there from Monke, as they're able to just win that all-out fisticuffs on the point just before Goose Gang gets forward spawn.
Which is absolutely massive. That forward spawn early is always really rough.
It is, and I believe it's, I always love quoting the statistic, Jiminy Christmas, but I believe it's some 85% of teams that capture the forward spawn first or after the first team fight end up winning. So absolutely advantageous. FY taking out Tecco with that huge window, and 2 ults needing to be expended on the side of Monke just to respond to that. Game Ruler takes out Calidry, and it looks like those ults might have been for nothing, as Goose Gang gonna take back the point here as Monke is on the run, and they're just gonna run through the rest of this team, as somehow Hee Boink got pinned. I'm not really sure how that happened, but they're able to get the pick there, and they might be able to come back a little early here and again prevent the forward spawn. Just a couple meters to go for this robot to get that, and it doesn't look like they're going to contest it. That is very unfortunate. Now, here's the thing, though.
They get the pick for it, though.
Absolutely, they do get a pick, and Goose Gang giving a lot of space. So the thing is, we have a little bit of a glitch with the bot there up top on the screen. Not sure if you saw that, but if Goose Gang is able to get back before this bot reaches that midway point, they'll be able to keep their forward spawn, but it looks like they have no interest in doing that. They do have 3 ults, but so does Monke. So a little bit of a even fight here as the bot approaches where Monke last left it. Oh my gosh, big shatter here by Kingpin, but Game Ruler responds with a massive ult there, catching 3, and FY taking out the rest. Game Ruler with a nice 4K there to finish up and even the fight.
Game ruler must have fucking heard you. Absolutely.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, he must have, because this is all him right now. John Smith acting as a supporting role here, definitely, nonetheless. But a really good advantage here is they are able to just start pushing this point right now. They don't have to wait for that little time that the bot usually takes after capturing that forward spawn. Game Ruler takes out Tekko early. He's on a tear right now, as they really have just no response. It looks like Kingpin coming up front, getting dangerously low though. Oh my gosh, he just sacrifices his life for no reason. And Goose Gang is going to take this front corner. A grab used by Teehee Boink just to guarantee that, as they are heading into the home stretch here. Just a couple tens of meters to go for Goose Gang. Monkey's got to figure it out, or they're going to go home packing. Here comes the walls on either side. Here comes the ultimate from John Smith, a beat from the Stink. This looks very favorable for Monkey, but Teehee Boink able to take out the Stink. There goes one of your supports. Kingpin goes down as well. And they commit the sim wall instead of waiting and getting back. And I just feel like that is a huge mistake on the side of Monkey. You need to wait. You have the time to respawn, get back, and use that sim wall in this final fight. But now you don't have any ults, and you have Game Ruler with a huge Blossom incoming.
Absolutely.
Caladry's going onto the Genji. We'll see what he's able to do here with that, but Goose Gang pushing forward and pushing forward fast. Game Ruler just looking for this Death Blossom.
Having the ult pool in this is so important, unfortunately, especially with how easily push can snowball.
Oh, Tekko able to take out 2 though. That is very big. Yep, and able to take out 3. Wow. The Kree, but hold on, FY and Heehee able to take out Neg and Tekko. Kingpin takes out FY though. Teehee Boink is all alone on this point against Kingpin and Caladry. Looks like he's gonna try and get back here and give them the space, and he will, as the bot is just waiting around the corner. The rest of Monkey trying to catch back up with their team, as Goose Gang going to come back in full force. He takes out Kingpin. That is a huge pick. They're able to pull the ult onto Caladry. That's 2 down, and they still have 2, almost 3 ults on the side of Goose Gang. Kingpin coming back with the Shatter though, needs to come back fast, and I assume he will. Gonna charge onto the point. 2, 1 meter. They're able to contest. They respect. Here comes the ult from Itzaz. Here comes the ult from Tekko. John Smith takes out Caladry. Tekko catches none with the High Noon. And you have to assume, yep, there comes the wall. There comes a big Shatter from Kingpin, though, taking out Itzaz. There comes the Death Blossom. Doesn't catch anyone. John Smith able to take out the Stake, and that will do it. As Monkey hops off the point, and Goose Gang will take this game 2-0.
Absolutely insane from everyone there.
Yeah, I mean, a very nice play here from Tekko, changing over to the Cassidy at the last moment, catching 3 headshots. Very impressive stuff here. Like I said, very good hit scan player, but unfortunately was not enough to carry his team to victory. Now, I do believe we have a job to pick the player of the match. And if you're asking me, I'm looking towards the DPS line of Goose Gang. Because here's the thing, Game Ruler really brought it back there in the end, but John Smith had a pretty dominant performance in the first map, but I think in the end I have to give it to Game Ruler.
No, I agree with that.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can get him in here right now. Untitled Goose Gang.